Everyone. Today I wanted to talk about um experiences that I've had with, let's say, toxic people. Um okay. So first, identifying how did this person come into your life and identifying the need that they were meeting behind it. Um Two, I want you to assess. I mean, maybe one, you should be assessing your safety. If this person is persistent and not adhering to the boundaries that were set up, um, this may be, something serious that you need to get some outside help. Um, so I'll just kind of like dive into what was going on in my most recent experience. So I was attempting to date this person, and okay, so the guy, he had a lot in common with me. He was like, honestly, it was kind of interesting because he would say things where it would like, okay, if you kind of assimilate it to a narcissist like love bombing, it was like kind of like that in a way where it was like actually just causing me to like second guess. And I was like taking a step back because I was like, this is weird. Why is he saying that? And I think I think it was a tactic, honestly, to just like get me to like fall for him or whatever. But it honestly just like made me feel like this person is being weird and like is unstable. And I mean, yeah, so it turned out to be true. Um, he would not like respect any of the boundaries that I put. And it came down to the point where I needed to start protecting myself because it was very emotionally exhausting, and then physically feeling scared like all the time. He was showing up at my apartment like all hours of the night, of the day, whatever. And anyway, so I got the emergency order in place. We ended up going to court, and it was extended because there he stated to the judge that he didn't want to be known as a stalker. Okay, maybe don't be one if you don't want to be known as one. Okay, so now I had he violated the order already. It's been only a couple months and he's already in violation. And then there was this document that we had shared access to, and so there was one violation occurrence where he was like texting me from another like Google Voice number, pretending to be someone, and it was so stupid because he was like, "This is so and so, Amanda from," but he like said her middle name. He's like, "It's Amanda something," and I was like, I don't know. He's like, "It's this on Facebook," and I was like, no one would actually talk like that. They would actually just say their real name, like, this is Amanda whatever, not this is Amanda something on Facebook. It was so stupid. And so that gave it away. And then I'm just like texting a little bit, like, because I wasn't really sure, and I was like, that's so weird. I've never actually spoken to her in real life. Like, we just happen to be Facebook friends. And anyway, so he yeah, he said something else. It was just so weird. There was no possibility it could be anyone else but him. And after that, I was like, And I called him out. I said, your name, you're in violation of the order. And then no more messages after that. But my mom called the number that I got and it was disconnected. So he was covering his tracks. And the thing is, I would have to get phone records in order to like prove it. I mean, I still have to report it and all that stuff, but yeah, so um then after that he is commenting on this shared document that we had. So he knows that it notifies the other person when somebody's making activity in the document that is shared. I mean, we have probably a million shared documents because he would send me all these novels diagnosing me, and he diagnosed me with something that was just like flat out there. It had no basis. There was nothing that would ever back up his like diagnosis of me, and it was just like insane. And then anyway, so he was like sending me all this stuff. So yeah, I had another violation, and I guess, I wanted to come on here and just kind of address this issue. I am a person that tends to avoid things, and so I wanted to come here and tell you guys what not to do. Um, so first of all, is if someone starts showing up to your places when they previously were not going there, that is cause for like a boundary, a hard boundary. And because I'm like, oh, I mean, it's for everyone, like I'm a pushover sometimes, and I acknowledge that. Like, unfortunately, I feel like a lot of women my age, so millennials, higher 30s. Oh, that's crazy to say. Um, we were trained, just to be complacent and appease people. So just I think a lot of us, if we are still like single and like I think there's a lot of room to really understand like you don't have to be people pleasing all the time. People are not going to like you, and that's okay. And I'll tie this into another area that I'm a little bit focused on is I started developing a crush on someone at my gym, and he's not reciprocating. Like I don't think he feels the same way, and that's fine. And so I think what I had to um kind of feel is like, yeah, it's cool. Like I can have feelings for someone and maybe they don't reciprocate, and that's okay. Um it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with me per se. I mean, maybe there is. But just because somebody else doesn't reciprocate your feelings doesn't mean that you're not worthy of the love that you desire. And also another way that I'm looking at it is like, I mean, yeah, Lord knows like what's going on in his life too. Like, I don't know. Like he could have a girlfriend. Like, I don't know. But I think also, you know, if if someone's not reciprocating, maybe it's for the best. And I think a healthy way to reframe it is like understanding that the right person is going to come along for you, and if your energy is aligned with like where they are, so if you're getting secure and healthy, you're most likely going to attract other secure people, because this guy, he doesn't really seem securely attached or like so that possibly might have been why I was drawn to that. And I notice I'm getting more anxious, like the anxious attachment coming out because he's not showing me any attention and was like little like breadcrumbs. And so I think that's what kind of drew me in, unfortunately. But also he was like being like a good friend. And that I think is what really um was was doing it a lot for me because I think I was just really looking for someone to like see me as like for me, not as like someone that's putting a profile out there and like, oh, she looks hot. Like, I don't know. I just like, I think that part makes me feel really uncomfortable. If someone's like over objectifying me, I need to feel like they see the real person. And when I'm at practice and stuff like that, I feel like, okay, this person is seeing who I am. They're not seeing me as this pretty girl in a dress, like whatever. Which I mean, I do want to be seen as that, but like with someone that I feel secure with or trust. Um, so yeah, that's just kind of what's going on right now. And I'm just trying to work through like being okay. Um, liking someone that's not liking me back. So, and also just trying to figure out the next steps for the stalker situation. So, okay, well, if anyone has any other topics that they want me to dive into, the journey and getting secure, just let me know. Appreciate any comments or likes. So, thanks, guys. See you next time.